Thank you for tuning in to Homeschool Homesteaders. Today we're going to make rotisserie chicken without fancy equipment, just your oven. These here are broilers. These are not laying hens or dual purpose birds. These are broilers which you raise solely for meat, and you butcher them, or I butcher them, at exactly 6 weeks. And anything under 4.5 pounds, like the smaller birds, I put aside in a freezer bag, and simply for the reason to make rotisserie chicken at home. I'm going to take out the frozen broilers from my freezer. We're going to do two. Something I want you to notice is the feathers. And I leave the feathers on purpose so you guys don't accuse me of buying these chickens from the store. I assure you that these are broilers which I raised and butchered myself at exactly 6 weeks. You have to brine the chickens. And here is one simple chicken brine. First we're going to do is salt, soy sauce, some peppercorns. In your garden, you're going to find rosemary, thyme, whatever herbs are growing. Add some hot water, mix it around till everything dissolves. Place your chicken, cover the chicken with water. Put the plate on top to keep it submerged, and into the fridge it goes for 18 to 24 hours. After 18 to 24 hours, you take it out, and this is a fully brined chicken that we are going to make into a rotisserie chicken. You will then pat the chicken dry with some paper towels. If you want to rinse the chicken, go for it. But next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the chicken underneath the broiler. The goal here is to give the skin a brown color. You could rotate it if you want, but I'm just focusing on the top part of the chicken. Afterwards, you will take a Dutch oven. You will find some kind of rack in your house or anything to keep the chicken elevated, and pop the lid, and into the oven it goes for about 1 hour at 350. I'm going to keep it simple, just some breadsticks and some green beans, and the chicken is juicy and moist. However, I do not like this method because the chicken is not as brown as I want it. So you will probably want to broil it more, or let's do method number 2. Okay, you are thinking, where is the rotation to make a rotisserie? Keep in mind, when you had a campfire outdoors, you have heat underneath and no heat on top, and so rotation was not an option. You had to rotate the chicken. But however, in your oven, you do not have to rotate it because the heat is everywhere. Now, this here is a basic brine where you take salt, sugar, you take your peppercorns, you go into your garden, you get some herbs. Even in the winter, you have herbs. So here's some snow. I'm growing herbs. And you cut whatever you want, place it into your brine, add some hot water, mix it so it dissolves. When it cools, you add the chicken, and then you top it off with water. You will place it in the fridge for, once again, overnight, 18 to 24 hours. And this time, we're going to have a setup that looks like this. Also, don't forget to tie it up, and notice it's missing the wings because I chop off the wings on my birds and have chicken wings later on. But don't forget to pat it dry with some paper towels. With this method or setup, you don't have to rotate it, but since the heat is everywhere, you will still get something equivalent to a rotisserie chicken. This one we're going to do maybe 375. We're going to place it in the oven, and we're going to rotate it every 15 minutes or so. Concentrate more heat on the top because the bottom, not necessarily. And about 1 hour later, your chicken should be ready. And this time we're going to eat rotisserie chicken how you're supposed to, with mashed potatoes, a lot of butter, a salad. And I'm going to take almost half of the chicken, and let's enjoy the juiciness and check how juicy this is. So if you want a simple rotisserie chicken in your house, I gave you two options. Thank you for watching this video.